Welcome back into Sports Connection. Joining us now is the Trojanettes softball team, the winners of the 15th district last year. We got Coach Daryl Murphy, Katie Murphy, Mia Long, and Riley Reed. How are you all doing today?
Great.
Good.
Well, Coach, we'll start with you. Last year, I mean, started off, what, 14-0, ended up 29-3, winning the district, making a run in the region. You know, it's kind of a weird question, but how do you build off something like that when you had such a great season like that last year?
Well, it was a phenomenal year, and just you know, one of those years that you don't really think going into you're going to have that kind of year. Probably the biggest surprise was our pitcher. You know, Chloe Witcher did a great job for us. A young kid, just an eighth grader last year, and rang off those 14 wins in a row before we ran into a really tough Butler County team on the road. But you know, we worked on our schedule. Our schedule was a little tougher this year, so we want to challenge ourselves so that when we get to the regional tournament, we feel like we've faced some good competition, because our regional tournament is always one of the toughest ones in the state when you have the teams that we do in that region. So we want to challenge ourselves. So we're headed back down to Florida over spring break, and we've added some teams, Woodford County, Greene County, some teams that are typically really good, that are non-regional teams, to improve upon that and put ourselves, you know, wins and losses during the regular season aren't as important as what you do in district and regional tournament time. So we want to pick up some teams that are challenge us a little bit more during that regular season to improve upon that great year that we had last year.
Chloe Witcher, I call her the Witcher Hour. I mean, a phenom for sure in any sport she plays, but these girls here are exceptional as well. Katie, I want to start with you on this one, and I want everybody's answer, but what are your aspirations and goals for this year, though? You know, like KGD alluded to, you know, you kind of did it all last year besides making it up there to the state.
Yeah, for sure. Like individually, I would love to have a really good batting average just to start off the team in the games. But I think as a team as a whole, winning district is our first, and then we want to get to region, and we want to get to that region championship game and hopefully win a region championship with this senior class, because a lot of us are coming back. So this has been a big goal for us throughout the years, and I think this is a really good chance for us.
Personally, I also want to work on my hitting and my batting average. Definitely something I lack in, so I've been working on in the off season. And then as a team, obviously get through district and then make it to the region championship.
Batting average as well. That's just very important for each game, no matter what.
You know, Riley, with this team last year, I mean, relatively, you guys were so young, and being able to be so fundamentally sound on the field and do as well as you all did. You know, how can you describe this team going from, you know, even now, 4 years back until what this team is now?
It's just a work in progress always, so you can always build up to be better, and we always work on the defensive part is where we fall into place perfectly every time. So, and the offense comes naturally, and we just work it out each year.
Absolutely. Coach, if you look back towards last year, I mean, there were a lot of games in there where you all put up a lot of runs, right? And then you get to the district tournament and the region tournament, and those runs, you know, the game gets closer, but especially in that championship game with ACS, I mean, you all pull it out. You know, can you talk about this team being able to hold their composure and build upon that as we head into this year? Yeah,
and that's typically the way it works when you get to postseason play and you get to that first game of the district in the state of Kentucky. It's a win or go home, whether you're the 4 or the 1, and so that's we knew that going in, that we had some success against Allen County, and we knew it would be a tight game, and it was a great game to be at. So, you know, our mentality is to build that mental toughness throughout the season, so that when we get into those games, you know, we had a great game in the opening rounds in the regional tournament against Russellville. Mike Collier down there, who's going on to play college softball now, she pitched a gem, and we beat them 2-0, you know, and so and then ran into a great Greenwood team, and Coach Bush does a great job over there with them, and Caden Murray pitched them right into the state tournament. So, you know, you want to play that top competition, like I said, to get yourself mentally tough, because when that postseason rolls around, all bets are off. The 15th district has typically been a real strong district, and then when you get into regional tournament, you got to get there, and then when you get there, it doesn't matter if you're a district winner or a district runner-up. It's come time to play. So the season, the schedule, that mental toughness in those tough games, win or lose during the regular season, preps us for that postseason play.
Great stuff, Coach, right there. Coming from one heck of a skipper. Hey, Katie, we'll do it again. Same formation as last time. Practice is over. You put in the work. Regular season starts. Game 1. You step out there on the diamond. What's your favorite thing about the game of softball?
Definitely these 2 girls right here. I've been playing with them too. Mia's right next to me at second base, and then Riley, she's in outfield or first base. But I mean, we've just been playing together forever, so memories have been the best thing ever. Win or lose, the memories are going to stay with you forever, and I think that's just the biggest part. Is like, these are my sisters, and it's just great to be around them all the time.
Wise beyond her years, Mia.
I'd definitely say my teammates, and we've got to be like family. We're all just together all the time in the off season, and then when the basketball girls come, they're just like our sisters too, so they just fit right in. So we're all just so close, and our coaches also.
Yeah, definitely the team. No matter how you play or if you have a good or a bad day, we always pick each other up. It's just so great. It's so hard to see our other seniors that have went on, but the next year comes around and we just pick right back up again.
Coach, that's got to make you feel good to hear those words.
Oh man, these are great kids. I've been blessed in my 9 seasons at Barren County to have some of the best student athletes that a coach could ever hope for. I've coached a long time in softball, and these 3 ladies right here as seniors, I coached them in middle school when they were 7th graders, and they've been a joy to be around. Mia and Katie have been playing second base and shortstop since they've been together. Riley's a great kid. She's played the outfield. She's played the corners for us. She even pitched some for us. So these are kids that sacrifice their individual goals for the team goals. And anytime you're coaching kids like that, man, it just makes your job so much easier. And they're good softball players too.
Absolutely. Well, Mia, I'll ask you this. Has it set in, I like to ask seniors this, has it set in for you that it's almost here and that your time as a Barren County Trojanette is almost over?
I feel like it hasn't completely, but I've also been through volleyball, and I've been through those senior nights and all those things, so I'm like kind of used to it, but it's also like this is my last sport ever because I'm not going on to play, so like it's just weird knowing that I'll never play again.
Yeah. And then Katie, we'll ask you the last question. For you all to call this a successful season, what would have to happen for you to be like, all right, this was a great year for us?
I mean, like we said before, district championship, that is our main goal, but I mean, cherry on top would be that regional championship for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I'm looking forward to watching you all play. I enjoy watching you all play. I love softball. It's such a great sport. So, but thank you all for coming here, and I can't wait to see you out there.
Thanks for having us.
Well, don't go anywhere. We have more Sports Connection right after the break.